Welcome, my name is Storm Fury, and this is not Zero News. This is Unity for our children. And it's actually an honour to be here. And the numbers haven't come in yet, but they will. I think from what I've seen from the reactions from people, from the interviews that I was involved with Chris and Katie, it seems like the penny is dropping with people. So people have been so focused on grooming gangs, they've missed everything else that's going on, which is quite a lot. I come on really because I just wanted to create a bit of content. I wanted to let my viewers on my channel know I will be making exclusive videos on here. Videos like this won't be shared on my channel. I'm going to do an interview with Katie in the next couple of days. If maybe we might squeeze two interviews. One of them will be exclusive on this channel at least. So we need to get people over here and subbing. But I just wanted to come on quickly and just say, like everything, we have a problem countrywide with our kids, whether it's grooming, whether it's the way they're taught, whether it's this, whether it's that. Now I know that some people don't want to go too into politics on here, but I have to say, to protect our children, one of the first things I think that we need to do is we need to stop sexualizing them at the ages between 4 and 6. I spoke to a lady in the Donald Trump march, and I said we never got taught about heterosexual couples when I was that age. Why would we do this about transgender couples and stuff? That hasn't even been proven in science yet. That's the big important part. If it had all been proven in science, that's different. Science doesn't recognize a lot of this stuff yet. And yet, regardless of the fact there's no science, our children are being force-fed stuff before they know what to think. If you think about some of the mistakes or best opinions you've ever had probably come from when you were very young. They'll come from your mum or your dad, and it will be an opinion you take with you. You get most of your opinions from those places. Some of your strongest opinions when you're young. It's the only reference you've got, and you believe it 100%. 4 or 5, 6 years old, if your dad says that he's climbed Everest, you believe it. And when you got people, no, this is not accident. People know this about children. They are deliberately taking your children into school and manipulating them and brain training them so that they have the right politics and the right political correctness and all the other stuff when they leave school. And as they go through school, they can start normalizing things that aren't normal. They can start pretending or seeing things as normal that aren't even scientifically proven. We live in a post-truth age, and our kids and their kids are going to suffer from it the most because they will know all of these truths that don't really exist, and none of them will know how to fix a power station, for instance. They're going to be in big trouble. Some parents have been brave enough, despite the fines and everything else, to take their kids out of school and say, no, if you're going to teach multiple layers of sex education about unproven science to my children, my child at that age, forget it. And so a lot of people did actually boycott a school, a very leftist school, I've got to say. Sorry to bring up the politics, but it's a fact. It's all the leftists in these schools and colleges, and they are the ones trying to push this agenda. I've seen them. I've spoken to these people, and they are hell bent on getting this agenda. They don't care about the facts. They don't care about the facts. As far as they're concerned, facts get in the way. Too many facts make you a Nazi. So they're trying to denazify your kids by telling them, a bit like George Orwell, telling them to see 5 lights when there are 4. And at that age, it's doable. So I think one of the first places we need to really look is rather than looking at grooming gangs, which is all important, and the forced adoption, which is super important, and all this other stuff. What we also need to recognize is right under our noses. We may live in a good neighborhood, we may have good kids, we may have a bit of money, but when your kids leave you and go to school, they're out of your care, and you don't see what goes on, and they may not tell you. I never used to tell my mum anything when I came home, not because for any reason I didn't. But the fact of it is, you don't know what religious education they're getting. You don't know how biased towards a certain minority that the school are, and you certainly don't know what they're teaching them about 72 genders that don't actually exist, and more besides. And it's also where the political correctness starts. They are being brain trained. We were brainwashed. My generation was brainwashed into believing global warming, but this is far worse what they're trying to do now. We were guinea pigs. This is something far, far deeper. This is trying to make people into voters and make people into willing soldiers for your cause before they have a chance to choose for themselves. So it's a bit like me deciding that my 3-year-old is going to be into Jainism, and I'm going to sign him up to Jainism, or perhaps something more binding, where, you know, they've got to have some serious stuff done to them. It's just wrong. Kids should be able to choose. You know, parents have grown up and backed off and realised there's many things that their kids need to choose, including religion. But the religion of the political correct nutters is there in the schools, and it's not just in the schools, it's in the schools, it's in the universities, it's in all the campuses. There is no escape for them. The only escape is their parents, friends who are like them, and us. And we're the only people that can let them know it's okay to have these other thoughts. And, you know, as much as they may not want to, there's an open door here for anybody that wants to speak. If you're younger and you feel like you've got opinions or thoughts that don't fit the status quo, that don't fit what everybody around you is telling you, but something feels wrong, contact us. I can give you my email is thisiszero.news@gmail.com. I don't actually know the email for this YouTube channel at the moment. I'm still getting used to it. Actually, I did just have it up a minute ago, but I'd have to turn the camera off to get it. I'll post it in the link afterwards. But, you know, contact us. There's some really good people. I mean, Kate, you'd be an amazing person to speak to, but don't feel like you've got to sit there thinking none of this feels right, and I've got to shut up and put up with it. No, you don't. You can talk to people who think exactly the same way you do, and they will affirm to you that you're not crazy. And they will affirm to you that you're not bad. You're not a bad person for having those thoughts, and they will affirm to you that you actually have a lot of people that think the way you do. Now, however old you are, never feel like you've got to keep it in. There's always people out here that will understand how you're feeling, because we all feel it too. We're just in different situations. We've got more say over what we will and won't listen to. So to the younger people, it's an open offer. And to everyone else, you know, everything else that's being done is important, but watching our own kids in our own schools is just as important, because this is the thing that's going unnoticed. And just like the vaccines and everything else, all this stuff happens at school when we're not looking. They're going to end up turning our children into spies, unwitting spies, and worse, crazy leftists with crazy politics. We don't want that. So open often to any younger people. We'll put the link in for the email for this channel. And the unity part of this is important as well for everyone to understand. So you may see, I don't know, James Goddard pop up. I'm just taking guesses. You may see Based Amy pop up. I don't know. You may see Danny pop up. I don't know. But you're going to see faces you know on this channel. And by hook or by crook, I'm going to get you to come and subscribe to this channel. Because this is where I'm going to be doing some exclusive content. And this is just a quick video just to try it out, but some of that content will be heavily edited and stuff, so this will be the only place I'm going to let you watch it, simply because this place needs a push, and it's such a fantastic idea, and I just don't think people have woke up to exactly what this YouTube channel is for yet, and it's for all problems affecting our children, and we have enough of them. So if you have a story, if you have anything you want me to cover, or any one of us, contact us, let us know, and we'll cover the story. And if you're a victim of any of these horrific crimes and you want a platform, you've got my platform, you've got the platform of the other people on here, and this platform here, which is only going to grow. So please feel free to contact us. Again, I will post the email to this site underneath, and my personal email is this0news@gmail.com. Yeah, and just keep an eye on what's happening to our kids in schools, because it's when you feel safe and you're at work and you feel safe that your kids are where they should be, that could be where the most evil is happening. So just watch out. I'm not trying to scare anyone, I'm just trying to make people aware. I'm going to leave it like that. My name is Storm's Fury, and this is Unity for our children. I'm calling it a day for now, ladies and gentlemen.